Girl, stop playing.
Welcome back to another episode of the Girl Stop Playing podcast. It's your favorite homegirl, Coriel, here to encourage you to stop playing with your potential and start working for what you want in life and in love. You know that I believe you can have it all. You can make the money and you can get the honey as long as you are willing to work. And listen, ladies, for my single ladies who out here trying to get this honey, y'all gonna want to stay tuned because we got quite the guest in the studio for y'all today. But before I introduce y'all to the man of the hour, I gotta introduce y'all to my new card game. It's called Pull Your Card. Add a little spice, a little sizzle to your next girls' night, game night, vacation, girls' trip, family reunion, kickback, however you get down. PullYourCard.com is where you can grab a deck. There are 5 fun-filled party games inside of the deck, and we're going to get into it. We're going to play a little game at the end of the show, okay? But before we do that, we're not having a serious conversation today, except it might be, I don't know, it might be a little spicy. Because today we got Mr. Let-Go in the building, y'all. Mr. Let-Go is in the building. He's an emotional attachment coach. It sounds real serious, okay? He's an emotional attachment coach who has been coaching women for over 5 years. His motto is, check this out, y'all. Your problem isn't what's in front of you, meaning your present life. The actual problem is what's behind you, meaning your childhood trauma that you've been running from and trying to forget. So I may have spoke too soon. It might get a little deep. It might be a little serious, but welcome to the show, Mr. Let-Go.
What's going on, Coriel? Thank you so much for having me.
Listen, I was scared to have you. Can I be honest? Can we be honest? Because I was like, oh, I didn't see one too many viral clips. And you be saying some crazy stuff. And I have said time and time again on this show, don't cancel your girl. So I'm going to just give a little disclaimer. The views, what they be saying, the views shared on this episode are not representative of the host. Okay? Your girl is innocent. I'm just asking the questions. My first question, though, Mr. Let-Go, what does that mean?
Well, Mr. Let-Go is something that I think is important for us all to be able to embody when it comes to who we are as a person.
Okay.
Like you can be Mrs. Something. You know what I'm saying? So with me, I believe in letting go. We only have 2 hands, right? And we're always trying to accumulate new things or meet new people, but we end up with all of this baggage that we're holding in our hands, and you can't just go get more things without letting some things go.
Facts.
So I believe in subtraction instead of addition. We just always want more money, more this and more that, but we got all of this other stuff going on that we either need to cultivate or either drop. So that's what the whole Mr. Let-Go thing comes from.
Okay, so it's part of like your philosophy and being able to let things go. Okay, so tell me what an emotional attachment coach is.
Okay, there's 4 emotional attachment styles, attachment styles. So you have anxious, you have avoidant, you have disorganized, and you have secure.
Okay.
So I just, in everything that I've been learning and everything, the number one thing that we have a problem with comes from our childhood, traumatic upbringing. But to name what is wrong with us due to our childhood upbringing is one of these attachment styles.
Okay.
So I help people understand what their dysfunctional attachment style is and how to change their dysfunctional attachment style to the one functional attachment style, which is secure.
So everybody has an attachment style, but not everyone has a dysfunctional one. Like, are there people who just have a secure attachment style based on them having like a happy, loving, emotionally balanced home?
Yeah.
Because it comes from childhood, right?
Yeah. I've been able to prove to myself because, I'm not just going to jump up and say I'm this and not, I'm perfect, but I do have a secure attachment style.
Did somebody else tell you that or you diagnosed yourself?
A therapist, and I've talked to different people. I've talked to neurologists, and not like they're checking my brain, but hung out with neurologists.
Based on,
and just talking to them or whatever, and just getting a very good understanding of what I'm learning versus what's actually going on out in a field. of, because I look at everything not psychological, not psychological, but biological.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Got you. So what's your relationship status?
I am in a relationship.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I just knew he was going to say he's single. So before you got into this relationship, when you were dating.
It's rocky, but I'm in a relationship.
Ma'am, you know what you got. You know what, lady? You know what you got. So I'm not even going to apologize for him saying that. When you were dating, let me say this. When I was dating, one of the questions that I would always ask, and I feel like most women ask this question, is like about the height thing. Because you sat down here and you was like you wanted to feel tall, which sparked something in my mind and made me ask you how tall you were. What did you say?
5'9", 5'10".
Ladies, let me give y'all a little piece of advice. Let me give y'all a little piece. Put the camera on me right here. Let me give y'all a little piece of advice, ladies. If a man tells you, if you on these dating apps, and a man tells you ain't never seen him in real life before, he tells you he's 5'9", the man is lying. He is lying to you. He's a good 5'7", okay? A good 5'7" on a good day with some Timbs on. I'm telling you right now. I have literally had someone do this. This is how I know. Because I had somebody tell me they was 5'9", knowing I'm going to see them, knowing I'm going to see you, show up in real life, and he was shorter than me, and I'm 5'5.5" on a good day.
What?
So why do y'all lie like that? Because 5 seconds later, y'all, he said I'm like 5'10", which proved my point that you was lying about being 5'9".
Well, with y'all be wearing wigs, and I don't want to. I just want to say that I don't want to deflect because that
was a deflection. That was a very
women love to be like, well, what about y'all men? So I'll stay on that, but I just want to just throw a little shade to y'all.
Y'all be wearing them wigs.
The main liars, but guys when it comes to height, it's like inches. Okay, so you can get away with 5'10" instead of 5'9" or 5. Like if you not 6 feet, but you 5'11", and you can turn around and say I'm 6 feet. Nobody's really going to be able to tell whether somebody's 6 feet versus 5'11".
But we know 5'7" versus 5'9" with my eyeballs. I don't need a measuring stick.
I understand that, but I'm taller than that, so I'm kind of like in the 5'11". Lying range.
You went from 5'9" to 5'11". Okay.
No, the lying range. The lying range. Not the
so
height
you could
range.
get away with 5'11", you're saying, and you think that a lady is not going to be able to tell the difference?
I'm not going to say I'm 5'11", but I can see how a dude that's 5'11" can lie about being 6 foot.
Gotcha.
So that's what I'm saying.
So, but my question is,
if you 5'7", you just 5'7".
You just 5'7", and people are gonna see you. That's why I didn't get
right.
I'm gonna see you one day. So why are you lying? But okay, the wig thing not the same because you can see the wig on my head. I can't lie. I'm not lying about having the wig.
Well, y'all be lying like is it y'all hair? So
do people do that? I feel like wigs and weaves are just so common now that people lie about it being their hair. I mean, that's silly.
The lie is the walking up with the wig on.
Now, sir, how is that a lie?
What do you mean?
It's not a lie until she says, "This is my hair."
Okay, you know me. If I would have walked in here with a full Rick Ross beard, what would you have said? I'm just walking in.
I wouldn't
with
have said
my
anything.
Rick Ross
I would
beard.
have laughed so hard and so loud. It would have probably.
I was just saying.
It would have probably made you feel bad.
But would it be
That's
a
not the
lie?
same though, because you're a man, and these what are they called? Meeves, man wigs, man weaves.
Wait.
I just made that up. But y'all are getting outrageous too. Y'all are getting height surgery. Would you ever get the height surgery? I don't know how it works, but would you get that?
Height surgery?
Make yourself a little taller?
I'd be like 6'4". Yeah, like,
you would do
like
that?
sign me up for the height surgery. How much it costs?
Wow.
Yeah, I'd be like 6'4".
Ladies, it's getting dangerous out here in these streets,
But I would
okay?
actually be 6'4". I wouldn't be lying about 6'4". Y'all be lying about y'all hair.
So if I got a BBL, would I be lying, or would you obviously be able to tell I have a BBL?
Well, if my legs actually start giving out after I have height surgery and I can't walk no more, then there's a problem because the girl with the BBL surgery, when she gets old, she's going to be sitting on like 2 bags of sugar.
Yeah.
You know how sugar be hard when you first pick it up from the grocery store?
Yeah.
So.
Side note, what's going to happen to these ladies with the BBLs?
They're going to grow
in
old.
10 years, what's going to happen to I'm not even talking about how it's going to look. I'm literally talking about like health-wise. That's something scary I think about often.
And that's the thing that we men see.
Y'all don't care though.
No. We're smash. But we ain't marrying no chick with no BBL. And that's the thing. We have forward thinking. We look at a woman and say, Is she gonna be fat in another 5-10 years? Is she gonna be like this in another 5-10 years? How is she gonna look after she spit a baby out? Like, we look at a woman and say, how is she gonna look in the next 5-10 years?
So because, is that a deal breaker?
Yeah.
If she's like, I've heard people say, like, you one biscuit away from being.
Yeah, it's a wrap.
That's a deal breaker.
You know how they do on Shark Tank? They don't just look at what the actual company is now. They look at what is the projection of the company in the next 5-10 years. And if you can't say that, I'm out. So the same thing with us men. We out.
You're out of here.
Yeah, what
no
is a woman going to look like in the next 5-10 years?
Oh,
we gonna commit to y'all, and y'all gonna turn around and change like. I
mean,
no.
if you had I don't know how to be. Let me get off the subject before they really cancel me. Are you not worried about cancel culture? I wanted to ask you that because if y'all have not seen his page, his Facebook page, you talk about some pretty controversial topics, which again is why I was scared to have this conversation. Are you not worried about cancel culture?
No, because can't nobody cancel me. Women don't run nothing.
Really? We don't run nothing?
No. And that's the facade that is y'all's lives. Y'all think y'all run it. I'm a cancer. You can't do nothing. Like, no. So, because in my opinion, cancel culture is black Twitter. And black Twitter is comprised of women. Black women. And y'all say, you hear about that? And you started posting all this other stuff or whatever. So
does that, okay, not even being canceled, like you're worried about you're not going to have a platform, people won't listen anymore. More so like the comments. How do you feel about the comments? Does that like amp you up? Like I'm about to go make another video? Or do you be like, dang, why she had to say that?
Well, this is the way I look at the comments. To a certain degree, I understand that people comment in order to feel good about themselves. See, like I was on another show that was like huge, right? I don't want to say personal show, but I can if you want to.
This show is huge. What are you trying to say?
No, I'm just saying.
Shade?
But it was like they have 1 million subscribers and all that other stuff.
All right, they're a little bit.
And the women were just going in, right? And she actually taught me that, like, yo, it's not about them. They're just trying to be seen, be heard, right? So somebody will say something about a person's nose, or he's this, or he's that, or who is this guy? Here comes another person coming in and saying, yeah, he got a big head, or and it's like people are kind of like, so the first comment is one way, they try to up that next comment. And now the comments are competing with each other. So my understanding of just this psychological, people are just simply trying to up each other in the comments, trying to get attention from either the other commenters or the person that they're commenting on.
Do you give them attention?
Or the host.
Do
Not
you ever
anymore.
respond? You used to respond?
Yeah, I used to respond.
I be wanting to respond.
Why?
I have to pray about it.
And that's
I'm
the
not
thing.
there yet. I'm not.
You take them personal?
Yeah.
This is their lives just being projected in writing. This is how they feel about themselves.
I'm a sensitive person.
And it's okay about that. It's okay.
So what did you tell yourself to not care anymore? Because you say you used to comment. So then what changed?
What actually changed? I started realizing the bigger I got, the more comments I would have to comment on.
It just comes with it.
Yeah. So it's like the bigger you get, you can't be, because I would actually comment just for fun. I might clap back a little bit, but when you start getting busy and the comments are like this many versus this many,
you don't have time for all that.
You don't have time for it. So it didn't hurt me then, and it doesn't hurt me now, because at the end of the day, I look at the commenters as they're just trying to be seen and heard. And that's really all it is.
I be seeing them and I be hearing them. And I be mad. But okay, I'm going to move on. I'm too busy to play with y'all.
There you go.
What are your thoughts on Kevin Samuels? May he rest in peace.
Okay, first, he is one of the reasons why I got on YouTube.
Really?
Yeah. Like,
Were you watching him like way back before he was like a viral thing? Oh, okay. So you just got on YouTube?
I just got on YouTube 2 years ago.
Okay.
I literally looked at YouTube as how to fix a sink and how to fix a toilet and how to change a spark plug. Yeah. I literally didn't even know anything about it. So I was on Instagram, right? And speaking of cancel culture, my Instagram got deleted.
What you was posting?
Last year.
Deleted?
I don't know.
Somebody reported you.
Yeah, it is what it is. So with all that being said, I was on YouTube, right? So before my Instagram got deleted, I was just doing Instagram and all this other stuff, Facebook, and then somebody sent me Kevin Samuels stuff, right? And I was more impressed with him being able to talk for like 2 hours without stopping. I wasn't really thinking about what he was saying. I was looking at
like the show style,
the style of the show. So I never really cared about what he was saying because in a way, I can understand what he's saying. I don't agree with a lot of stuff that he's saying.
Really? What's something you disagree with?
Well, Kevin Samuels be going off the tracks.
He does.
And you just be like, wait, what? You know what I'm saying? Because there was one thing he said something about women, they're going to get bored with you. But if you cheat, she's going to stay with you. And I'm like, what? So, and I know I'm not against Kevin Samuels, but it's certain things that he would say. And I'm like, what in the world is this dude talking about?
Where's he going with this? It went left a lot. Yeah.
It went left. But he had a base, a foundation that was superb. You know, and what he said, like the sign language, I don't even know what it is, but that was beautiful how he broke that down and how the women in the comments be using the sign language. So he had a lot of teachable moments, but yeah, he went off the rails a little bit. So I was like, all right, I can't 100% just lock in with Kevin Samuels.
So a couple of specific things, like some of his like core philosophies. One of the things that he talked about often was like the danger zone. You know, his little danger zone, his little sound effects did used to be funny, okay? But this danger zone, I don't remember the specific age, but maybe it's like 25. You know, once you turn 25 or once you turn 30, now you're in the danger zone. And in my opinion, I understood what he was saying, but he would kind of make it seem like you just better take what you can get if you're of this age. What is your thoughts on like dating as an older woman? Because a lot of my audience is, 30 plus. They're still in their single season. They're starting to lose faith. They're seeing, social media and hearing all the rhetoric and feeling bad about themselves. What's your advice or thoughts on dating after 30?
So I want to say something to add to the danger zone thing, because he has danger zone and I can understand where it's coming from. I don't really look at it as an age thing. The older you are as a woman, the less desirable you actually are. But when it comes to childbearing and all the other stuff, it's just life. Okay. But coming from me, somebody who doesn't want more kids, I got grown kids.
You got grown kids?
Yeah, my kids grown.
How old are your kids?
24 and 26.
Shut up. For real?
23 and 20. Yeah, they're 4 years apart. Yeah.
Okay.
Something like that, yeah.
Something like that.
They old. When
real daddy style. I don't know, about
when 25. Your kids get old, you forget your own age.
That's true.
So I don't care about that.
So
age.
you're not dating, looking for a woman that can have children.
Yeah. So I'm looking for a woman that has kids already, and we could just build a family together. And I don't want to make no more kids. So with all that being said, I personally don't see things as a danger zone, but I can understand how other people are saying. So Kevin Samuels saying this, it was a little weird because he is older than me, and I'm sure he didn't want no more kids. So why are you saying all this danger zone stuff? But I want to add something that will actually be helpful to women, younger and older, but you gotta be ready for it because it's gonna jolt you. So you ready?
Look in that camera and tell them what you want to say. Take it off of me in case I'm not ready for it.
Women are children.
Put it back on me. What?
Women are children. And this is how it can help you. Versus the danger zone thing kind of hindering you or making you feel like, my life is over. So I don't believe in the danger zone stuff because you hear about this danger zone stuff, you start feeling like I don't have nothing to live for. But the women are children philosophy, it is actually helpful. So this is the reason why it's helpful. Once you understand that you as a woman don't run nothing.
Nope. Hold on, wait a minute now.
Because one of the reasons why, and I want you to think about this, one of the reasons why these women are where they are, using Kevin Samuels' words, not mine, the danger zone, and you 35 and still ain't got no man, is because your attitude. You think you are whatever, and you, as a woman, aren't. Whatever it is you think you are, you aren't.
You are not that. Whatever it is, you are not that.
Yeah, because it's a disposition. And what is going on in your life is once you start with this, I'm independent, I don't need no man, or a man gonna have to bow down to me, or we women are smarter than men, whatever it is that you want to choose, this is what I'm saying, all these different philosophies that are dysfunctional, women or children, you have to stick to it because you are this dominant woman. But if you were to stop for a second and say, you know what? I am a child. I've been acting like a child for the last 10 years. And it hasn't gotten me anywhere. So with all that being said, I'm going to embrace this thought process of me being a child. And I need a man. I need somebody to come in and fix my life. See the look? See that look?
Because men are out here saving women, fixing lives.
We want to save you, but y'all don't want to be saved. Who said that first? They don't want to be saved.
Was that Project Pat?
No.
Who was it? Oh.
God darn, I forgot his name.
See?
But
Who was
Project Pat said it second.
Oh, all right. He did say it though. I was right.
But yeah,
okay.
you was right. So the bottom line is, we want to come save you. We want to take care of you. We want to have authority over you.
What kind of authority you want to have over us?
We're protectors and providers.
King, master, you want us to bow down?
No.
Authority over you.
Provider.
You are. He is
hold on.
choosing his words wisely.
Wait, no. Isn't a police officer an authority figure?
You are children,
yes.
And a man needs to come have authority over you.
Yes. Do you realize how crappy a lot of women's lives they've made them their own lives?
No, I don't. I don't realize how I think that there might be an area that they're lacking in. They want love, they want relationships, but I think if we look at statistics
and go get burnt.
If we look at statistics, I don't think women are just out here like living their worst lives ever. I think that they're just missing a part that they want.
But what I'm saying
is,
you
said, do y'all know how bad you made your own life?
Yes.
That's what you just said.
Yes. Women have made their lives
statistically, black women
exponentially worse than
doing much better and in much better positions than black men. And I'm an advocate for black men, so don't cancel me because I love my black men. But statistically speaking,
how are they doing better than black men?
We're starting more businesses, we're getting more degrees, we're making money. Like, we're doing all of the things.
Y'all are, I don't, and this is not my intention. Y'all already know what I'm about to say.
He's gonna say something
This
bad.
is not my intention. But I'm just letting you know, women are children, and this is the reason why. All this stuff that you just said, Coriel, black women, and it's not meant to make you feel bad. I'm saying this
when
to let you know
he about to make you feel bad.
What is actually going on and how you're in the way of yourself. Black women are the most evicted in the entire United States. So all y'all with all that, I'm independent, I don't need no man, we're the smartest. No, it's not working.
Well, speaking of eviction, I saw one of your videos, Mr. Let Go, and a lady was getting evicted. You told her to like ask for money on TikTok or something.
No, I said instead of, because here's what was going on. The woman literally had a paper that was on her door, sitting in her house, doing TikTok videos, complaining about being a victim. They trying to evict me. I can't believe they're doing this. So I'm sitting here like, okay, this is a child, as an example. The thing is on your door. Don't you think you need to figure out how you're going to get some money? Get your butt off of TikTok and figure this out. But if you did want to get on TikTok, how about this is something that most women can't do. They're unable to do, incapable of doing. Ask for help. If you got a great TikTok following, say, hey, this is what's going on in my life. Here's my Cash App. Help me. And that what Kevin Hart said, help me. Ladies, be like Kevin Hart and say, help me. Why is it so hard for y'all to say little stuff like that? It's just 2 words. Say, help me. Y'all getting evicted left and right because y'all refuse to say, help me. And that's why I say women are children, because they are too bold and too arrogant to say things like help me.
So it's kind of hard to be bold and say things like help me when you also said when a man is dating a woman, I got it right here in quotes. When a man is dating a woman, he doesn't owe her anything. So you want me to know that you don't owe me anything. You want to have authority over me. You want me to understand that I am a child, but then you also want me to ask for help. That math ain't mathing to me.
Do children ask for help?
As a parent, do I owe my child something?
Do children ask for help?
As someone with authority, you can't have it both ways, though. You don't owe me nothing, but you want to have authority over me?
Do children ask their authority figure for help?
Sometimes.
Do women ask anybody for help in life?
Sometimes.
No. They don't ask nobody for help. Virtually every black woman on the planet is going to have the same story. You know what? I don't ask nobody for nothing because I asked somebody one time in 1992, and they said no. So because of that, I ain't asking nobody for nothing.
Tell me what you mean by when a man is dating a woman, he don't owe her anything. Because if I'm dating you,
my presence is going to change your entire life.
This is a whole thing right now. If you're dating someone, why should you have to ask for help? If you see me struggling, why aren't you offering your help? Why aren't you volunteering?
Okay.
You want authority over me.
I get it.
But you also want me to beg for things.
No, see, that's what I'm saying. Ain't nobody said nothing about begging.
It sounded help me. Be like Kevin Hart, please, sir. That's what it sounded like to me. That was my interpretation.
Look, all I'm saying is when you view, because a lot of y'all run around dating your sons, not your own sons, but dating dudes, and you mommying the dudes. And next thing you know, you run around feeling good about yourself because you're dominant over the man that you're dating, and he's actually your son in a way, and he can't help you. And that's one of the reasons why y'all don't think y'all can ask for help, because every dude you date is somewhat of a loser or younger than you, or some type of childish dude that's running around still out in the streets or whatever, selling drugs or whatever. And you looking at him and you looking at...
If he's selling drugs, he should definitely be able to help you.
But I'm just saying. For
sure.
So you looking at men as a whole like, man, these men can't help me. These men are this and these men are that, right? Because you choosing crappy men. So now you're literally confirming your own way of thinking about men by dating loser men in order to make you feel better about yourself. But if you stop for a second and look at yourself as a child and say, I need an authority figure, it's a psychological thing. If you look at yourself as a child, the type of man you date is going to be different because you're going to be like, can he save me, protect me, love me? See, y'all don't understand what love really means. Love ain't just a holding hands. Love is protection. Love is protection. And y'all look at all the sex and all this other stuff. No. Is he tall? That ain't got nothing to do with no love.
He mad because he 5'7".
I'm not 5'7".
Don't be mad.
First of all, don't be telling me. But my whole thing is, it's a mindset. I need our black women to understand
that they are children. What else they need to understand?
Help, and they need a man.
I think that I'm a pretty open-minded person, but I can't. I'm not gonna be able to get with the children thing. Let's just move on. Let's just move on.
Real quick,
okay.
Going back to your commenters.
Okay.
Aren't they mostly women?
I mean, most of my audience is women.
I get it, but the commenters saying all this mean stuff. If you were to look at the commenters,
commenting on social media, being catty, then
I get it. But all I'm saying is, don't you think to a certain degree they are acting like children? So now, looking at your commenters, just one last example. I'm trying to help the ladies. If y'all don't want it,
that is not helpful. I know you said that's helpful.
Watch this. Two examples real quick. One, women or children, right? So when you look at your commenters, I don't like your face, or I don't like your nose, and your hair is this and that. If you look at the women in the comments as children, no more stress, because you look at these little children. Look at them whining in the comments. You no longer feel like there's an issue, because the reason why you feel offended by what they're saying, because they're on your level. If you look at them as children, you no longer feel stressed out by all these commenters. Okay, now
that's actually helpful.
One other one that can help. Look at your mother as a child. Now, a lot of black women have a lot of mama trauma, right?
Now, we can high five on that one.
Right. So, instead of looking at your mom as this Jesus-like figure that you can never talk to or talk back to, look at your mom as your grandmother's child that you are watching you take this little girl, this little arrogant, narcissistic little girl, and take her back to her freaking mama. She is not your responsibility. A lot of you ladies, y'all look at y'all moms as this Jesus figure that you can't say nothing to, but then you got to turn around and be their mother.
What? Now that's
so
true.
If you look at women are children and you look at your mom like a child instead of your mother, this dominant person over your life, she turn around, ooh, girl, I think you're getting fat. You need to do this. You doing this about your children. You need to do that. Why you buy that car? You don't look at me like, you don't sit your little butt down, you little child.
Are you saying that men don't look at their mothers like that?
What do you mean?
I think that men definitely hold their mother in that same regard that women do.
Yes, but we aren't affected like y'all are affected. They actually, not saying anything about my mom in particular, so I love to say our and we. So our narcissistic mothers actually help us. Your
Really?
narcissistic mothers hurt you.
How so? Please explain.
Well, if you just look at any situation, how men are able to manipulate women and get whatever they want to get whatever, it could be the baddest woman. We still can sleep with her in 2 days. You know what I'm saying? And you just like, God, how? Well, we grew up seeing a narcissistic woman for the last 16 to 18 years. So we get practice dealing with or getting what we want from our mothers, and certain
So she
things
helps
work.
you, but not in a healthy way.
You can say that.
I will say that.
She hurts you in all unhealthy ways.
Facts. I got mama issues. Most of us do. I will not argue with that. I will not argue
So
with
we
that.
have mom issues, but it's usually in some type of positive traumatizing way. Dude is a whole loser because his mom babied him.
That is not positive, though. I mean, I get what you're saying,
the
but that
love.
is not positive.
Y'all get hate. We get love.
That's facts.
And that's what
Mamas
I'm saying.
y'all need to do better. Y'all traumatizing people out here. So speaking of the example that you just mentioned, you can get with the baddest, sleep with her in 2 days. Let's say that happens. You sleep with the woman in 2 days. Where do you categorize her in your mind after those 2 days, after you've conquered her?
Well, I'm glad you said the word conquered her. Anything worth having is worth working for, earning, or waiting for. So if I don't smash the chick in 2 days of me knowing her, and I ain't known her from Adam 2 days prior, it's a wrap. I just smashed and I conquered her.
But
Ladies, stop letting random men conquer you.
Thank
It's
you.
nasty.
Soundbite.
Yeah.
But most men are not going to never talk to the lady again. Y'all not going to go ghost after those 2 days. Y'all going to hang
no, we
around
gonna
with her,
keep
waste their
smashing.
time. So
Why in the world would we like? You climbed up at the top of the mountain. You want to hang out up there. You want to stick the little flag up there. Do a little dance. Get on Instagram or what I'm saying. Like we ain't finna just climb up this mountain, conquer the mountain, and just go
if it
back
was 2
down.
days, it was not that long or hard of a climb. It wasn't that. So my point is, one of the men are from Mars, women are from Venus things that I feel like is a major disconnect. And I always like to reference the fact that I've always had homeboys. I've always been the home girl. I got a daddy. I was a daddy's girl.
You got a daddy.
Which I think has definitely done me some good over the years. But one of the major disconnects that I see is women will be liking you. Now 2 days, that's a little. Let's just say 2 weeks, okay? I can't get with the 2 days. Let's just say 2 weeks. That's very short too, but let's just say 2 weeks. We've been hanging out every single day. We've been talking on the phone, FaceTime, and doing all the things all day long for 2 weeks. I'm really feeling you, right? If you try me at the end of those 2 weeks, you could know that you're trying me because you want to see, like, is she going to let me smash? What type of woman is she really? And you're testing her. In a woman's mind, a lot of times it's like, well, I really like him. I don't want to disappoint him. I don't want to not sleep with him. And then he doesn't talk to me anymore. How do we, what should women be thinking? Like, I'm going to stand firm and make him wait. And I mean, I know that that's the case, but how can we repair that disconnect? How is it not?
Okay, so one, let's look at the people pleasing part that you just said, because that's important.
That's exactly what that is.
Sleeping with a man early has nothing to do with us. It has a lot to do with your mother, because a lot of y'all are people pleasers because of what your mother has done to you. And you look at, if I do this, do that, do this, and do that, like you did with your mom, she made you her little slave, and now you run around being our little sex slaves. thinking that you'll get everything that you want, love and validation or attention, if you give us sex. That is not what sex is for. Sex is literally you're letting us in, but you don't let us in here. And that right there tells us as men, you're not marriageable. So are you going to let us in or are you not going to let us in? You know, so a lot of you ladies let a man in, you know, between your legs, but you're not vulnerable. You don't ask for help. You know, you don't have real deep conversations with a man. Y'all just holding hands, having fun, liking each other. Next thing you know, y'all having sex. And if he starts just finding out how far he can get with, you know, in a good way, just emotionally, and if you start closing off, because a lot of you ladies are emotionally unavailable due to what you went through in your childhood or your ex-boyfriend.
That's the emotional attachment thing?
That's the emotional attachment thing, right. So your attachment style is most likely avoidant, and we can smell it on you. Women that are avoidant, we can smell it. So you letting us smash, but you're avoidant. We like, oh, okay, I already know what to do.
I've put you in this category.
I put you in this category. So it's not about when we have sex with you. It's about how the relationship like blossoms within. It's not even whether you do it or not. If you want to sleep with a man in a few days, it depends on what happened in those few days. Did a relationship start? Like me and you, cool. We got a relationship. Like we all have relationships with people. But women don't trust anybody. They don't trust other women. They don't trust men. And we know this. So if you don't trust me, but you let me still smash, I don't want to be with you.
Interesting.
Learn to, like, show me some type of...
But I do want to sleep with you. I'm not going to turn that down.
I'm just saying. That's what I'm saying. So show me some type of openness, some type of vulnerability.
You want us to cry or something?
No, just openness.
Asking for help. What does that look like? What does the openness look like? Because I do agree that there are a lot of women who, no fault of our own, have been raised by these black mothers to be independent, be self-sufficient, have it all, never need a man, all of the things for 30 plus years. So then it's a challenge, even for myself, who has a great man that is willing to help. And I'd be like, babe, I need help in life. I don't mind saying it. Help me. Please help me. Help me. I don't mind saying it. But what does that look like when you're not in a relationship? Because I feel like when you know this is your person, we're committed to each other, I shouldn't have a problem asking for help. You gonna help me, I'm gonna help you. But in the dating phase, what are some things that these strong black independent women can do or say or show you that shows that they're open or emotionally available?
Being a child.
Oh.
It goes back to everything we talked about. Women be wearing all these wigs and doing all this stuff. They're
the wigs are a problem with this one too?
Everything women do, it's a way to make them look like they're ready for the world. All of it. It's the whole facade. So it's not just wigs. It's the attitude. It's the independence.
I'm glad I don't have a wig on today, y'all. Let me just say, I'm glad I ain't wearing no wig up here today.
But it's all dysfunctional, and it comes from mama trauma. Your mom sat you up and said, you need to make me look good. You need to make me look like a good mother. You need to get good grades. You need to just look, nappy hair. Remember, pull it on your head. You sit up crying. Stop crying. You ain't gonna have me looking bad out here. Your little nappy hair. Your mom made you feel the way you feel. And now, because of all this image stuff that your mom portrayed, because you as a child needed to make her look good as an adult because her life is trash. So now you're living your life as this slave that just left the plantation. And the plantation was your household.
Well, help the slaves. What can they do now at this point?
Be the little girl that you always wanted to be. So when I say women are children, it's not meant to make women feel bad. It's meant to help you embrace the little girl in you that you never had the opportunity to be when you were little. Like Michael Jackson.
You should say that. That is helpful. That is helpful. What you just said.
Yeah.
You should be the little girl that you never had to.
Whole bunch of female Michael Jacksons out here.
That will go over. Jesus help me. That will go over so much better than saying embrace the fact that you're a child. Like just that little word change. Because I do agree with pretty much everything. My mama ain't called me never hit it, but pretty much everything you said about the mommy issues and the fact that that is like in us. I agree with all of that. All of that. I agree with all of that. But when you wrap it up in you are a child, it just
See, women are having sex with us out of fear that we're gonna leave.
Facts.
And that's the people pleasing that comes from mom. So when it comes to whether you have sex or not, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Like it makes no sense. Because the bottom line is, one, we already smashing somebody else, or
Facts.
we're smashing somebody else, and we're gonna get the sex from you anyway. So what difference does it make? Whether we getting it now, like stop playing. But the thing about it is, we want more than just sex. We want to learn more about you. We want to see you.
So that's the way. It was a real roundabout way you answering my question, but that's the way that we can show that we're more open.
Yes, allow
By
yourself to be
allowing
seen.
men to know things about us, being vulnerable, sharing.
Yeah. And I'm not saying just crying from a dude, and I'm not just saying, hey, I need some money. I'm
You
saying
said ask for help now.
asking for help is,
I need some
hey, I
money.
got a question. Can you tell if my tires are low?
Okay.
The first time I was around my girl, this second time I was around my girl, I got out her car because I went out to see her, right? So I drove her car, but
The second time? What y'all got going on? What y'all got going on? You
What?
drove her car the second time?
I'm finna drive whoever's
Oh, y'all
car.
together and you drove her?
Yeah, I'm not.
Okay.
I'm not letting no woman
Got you.
drive me
Okay.
around. So we was
Forget
in
what I
her
said.
car, but I'm driving her car.
Got you.
You know, so I get out of the car and I was like, you know what? Let me check the tires. I'm like, yo, you need some tires in the front. I'm gonna buy you some tires.
I was about to say, did you tell her she needed tires? Or did you
No.
say I'm going to take care of this because those are two
No, I bought
different
the tires
things?
the same day.
Okay.
And I taught her how to buy tires.
So you'll just be talking all this trash on the internet, but you out here really doing right by these ladies.
Yeah, I'm an amazing
Y'all don't believe
man.
what you see on Instagram because it's full of lies. It is
I be
full of
saying
lies.
women are children. They get mad at me.
We will get mad at you, but if you say what you just said about embracing the little girl that you never got to be, that's saying the same thing, but it's a totally different way of saying it.
I'm not gonna say that.
You're not going to because I know you just want to be,
Right, because I'm just saying.
Let's have some fun, guys. We're going to
Okay.
play a little round of Pull Yo Card. Okay? This is the trivia deck. I'm going to let you pick your poison. Go ahead and choose 3 cards.
Oh, 3 cards.
3 cards. Don't look at them. Just sit it down.
You was hiding this one.
I
it must be
wasn't.
something. Okay.
No, it's nothing. Okay. So, we need some time on the clock. One day I'm going to have some sound effects, like Kevin said. He had those sound effects, though. He had them a lot. All right. Oh, this one is real easy. We'll do that one last. Oh, this one's easy, too. You picked all easy ones. Okay, here's the question. Where is Bruno Mars's condo?
I don't know. What in the world?
Nothing. You got nothing. You got nothing.
I don't know about Bruno Mars.
You got nothing. All right. You'll get this one.
L.A.
Very much wrong. Okay. How long did Keith Sweat want to make it last?
Forever.
Okay, you got one. 1 out of 2. Okay. This one is very easy too.
Oh, Bruno Mars condo. Okay.
You got it now?
I still don't got it, but I understand.
But you get what I was going. Okay. What was Usher doing on Friday at 7:00?
7 o'clock on the dot. I'm in my drop top, cruising the streets.
Yeah, 2 out of 3, amen. 2 out of 3, amen. Okay, y'all know it's fun, right? Grab your deck, pull your card, play the game.
Some freaking
You
Bruno
out here-
Mars.
Manhattan got a condo in Manhattan. Baby girl, what's happening?
nobody listen to
You have
Bruno
heard the
Mars.
song, but you've heard the song.
Who listens to Bruno Mars?
Have you heard that song before?
from the hood.
Have you heard that song?
No.
He's heard it. He's lying. Okay, listen. You're out here coaching women. Brace yourself. Lay your edges down because he's going to snatch them. Take your wig off if you want some coaching from this man. But let the people know, look right in that camera and tell them where they can connect with you, how they can sign up for coaching.
Okay.
Whew. I just can't imagine. Tell them right here. Let them know your social media so they can see all the craziness you be talking on these internet streets.
Okay, so the first or the easiest place to find my content is on YouTube, Mr. Let Go, MRLETGO. I'm one of the biggest dudes on the entire YouTube. These
whole
other dudes,
planet.
forget them. I'm one of the biggest dudes. So Mr. Let Go on YouTube. But On Instagram is I am _ Mr. Let Go, MRLETGO. And my other Instagram got deleted, so I had to make up some goofy stuff. So it is what it is. But you can send me a DM if you have any questions about that on Instagram. And on my Facebook, that is also Mr. Let Go, MRLETGO. And with my coaching group, is in the bios, is everywhere, whether it's on YouTube or Instagram or whatever. And the main thing I do as far as my coaching group does, one, I teach women how to deal with, cohabitate with, because we're in this group is a cohabitation, right? How to cohabitate with, online of course, not in the house, with a masculine man. I'm going to trigger you, not on purpose, but just my masculinity. You're going to be like, wait, what? What did he just say? And next thing you know, you're like, okay, calm down. And if you can deal with me, you'll finally, for the first time in your entire life,
in your raggedy little life,
you'll finally be able to attract a masculine apex man instead of the losers that y'all have been used to dealing with, or the little sons that y'all are used to mommying. Because if you can deal with me, you can deal with any apex male. And there's more. I will actually sit down with your new man and find out whether he's a loser or not. Free of charge.
Free of charge. Well, no.
If you're in my coaching group.
You know. Hey, ladies, you know, everybody got their own style. Some people need the drill sergeant. Some people need you talking bad to them to get on the move. Whatever.
Well, I don't talk bad to him.
You talk. He gonna talk bad to you now, ladies. He gonna talk bad to you. But if you can handle it, you'll probably be able to handle anything. Y'all, share this episode with a friend, okay? Like, comment, but don't kill me in the comments. These were not my views. I was just asking the questions. That's your boy. Find him at Mr. Let Go. Thank y'all for tuning in. I'll see you next week. Peace. Girl, hey, I hope you enjoyed that video. This channel is all about encouraging you to stop playing with your potential and start working for what you want in life and in love. So make sure you hit that subscribe button so that you'll be notified when the next video drops. And comment below and let me know what you want to see on the next video. Peace out.